Alright guys, back here for the second part of the video, how to show you how to reassemble the controller after you have it all apart. And here we go. So you should have all these parts left over after it's all disassembled. I'm going to show you how to put it back together. Alright, the thumbsticks go on quite easily. You just put them on, push them in, and they go on just like that. Next come the triggers. The triggers just slide onto those little poles that hang on the edge of the board. They're not too hard to put on. Make sure you put the left trigger on the left side of the board and the right trigger on the right side of the board, or else it won't work. Next, this is how the spring goes on. The spring must go into those two slots there that are shown in the picture. Once the spring is in, all you have to do is push down on the trigger and it will slide into place. The next part is getting the rod back onto the trigger. To do this, slip a screwdriver inside the hole on the rod and hold it up while pushing down on the trigger to get it in. Next comes the D-pad. To put the D-pad in properly, make sure you have these 2 points here lined up with these 2 points here. Then to get the D-pad button, put it on and it just slides into the 2 holes. Next, you're going to get the 2 small Phillips screws and place them into the holes shown here. Once you have the screws placed in the holes, use your Phillips screwdriver and screw them in. Now insert the rest of your buttons back into the controller. Next comes the left and right bumper and the sync button. This goes in quite easily. All you do is take the bumper and the sync button and click them together. At this point, this is what it should look like what you have left. Next, take the rubber piece and put it on the ABXY Start, Select, and Home button. Next, you're going to put the rubber on for the D-pad. Make sure the little loop in the rubber hooks onto the pole on the D-pad. Next, take your bumpers and your sync button and place it onto the controller. You might have to push a little bit harder to get it in. Now take the bottom mic trim and place it in the bottom of the controller. Now take the controller board and place it onto the controller. Make sure that the charging port is flush with the top trim and that the mic port is flush with the bottom trim. Now take the back shell and place it onto the controller, making sure it goes over the triggers and the 2 battery springs slide in as well at the same time. Push down hard and you will hear the controller click together. Make sure all the buttons are functioning good before you put the screws back into the controller. So now put them screws in that controller and you're all done. And now for the giveaway I promised. As soon as I hit 50 subs, someone will get this nice chrome red controller shell for free. So guys, help me get up to 50 subs, comment, like, sub it, and we'll be good to go, and you'll get that free shiny shell.